In His Will Ministries International presents Midweek Message Poolside. Well, family, today we're going to talk about daddy issues. um, Before we get into Father's Day, I really want to let's talk about the hurt first, and then we'll start to build you men up. This isn't to tear you down. This is to address the pain that has been left behind by some of your brethren. And so we need to work on it, okay? Now, I am a child of divorce, and when my parents divorced, my dad moved out. My mom went to work full time. Now, she had been a stay-at-home mom, and so I felt a sense of abandonment. Now, did my parents actually abandon me? No, but I felt abandoned, and as an 8, 9-year-old kid, like, those feelings are valid. With that abandonment came rejection and anger. And yeah, so I have to deal with these feelings. And so what I did was smush them all down and not deal with them because I felt guilty. So there's the guilt part of it. I felt guilty for feeling those things because I knew my parents didn't abandon me. You know, I knew they were doing the best that they could, but that didn't stop the way that I felt. And so, yeah, and so I would smush those feelings down because I felt guilty that I felt them. And so now I have to deal with them. And so, you know, this is what I'm saying to you. Feel those feelings, acknowledge those feelings and feel them. Allow yourself to feel them. The smushing it down, that didn't work. The putting those feelings away in a little box, that didn't work. It still affects us to this day. So let's bring those feelings out the box and just feel them and acknowledge them and validate them. But we can't live in them. We have to move on from them, right? The next thing we're going to do is change the narrative. So I can walk in this narrative of everybody left me and I was rejected and I was right. I could walk around in that. Instead, I'm walking in, I am a good mom. I'm a grandmom. My narrative has changed from abandoned, neglected to now it's me loving. Right? It's me giving. So change your narrative. And it's going to take every day to change your narrative. Just start. Change your story. Stop looking at back then and look at who you are now. Because you are very special. And start looking at your special, okay? That's your narrative now. Just how special you are. Like, I retired from a job. Right? I'm like living my best life right now. That's my narrative right now. Look at your life and start looking at patterns. Things, mistakes you make over and over and over. I have them. We all have them. Let's start looking at them. This is like where I am now, looking at my patterns. Start looking at your patterns and change them. You don't have to stay stuck in that. You don't have to stay stuck in that pattern. Change it. I guess I should just keep the glasses on, right? So forgive. Now, the forgiveness is forgive your dad, forgive you, right? The forgiveness isn't for them. The forgiveness is you releasing it. As long as you carry the anger and the frustration and the unforgiveness, that is a burden on you. Let go of that. Let go of that. Forgiveness. Forgiveness doesn't mean you have to let them back in your life. If they're not in your life, you don't have to seek them, and you don't have to do all that. Forgiveness is letting it go. Stop holding on to the anger. All right? The forgiveness is for you. Forgiving of them is for you. Forgiving of you is for you. And our last one is stop looking for a partner to fulfill your emotional needs. All your emotional needs can be filled by you. No one can fill that big hole in you except God. Let God in and let him fill that space. Everything you need emotionally is already here. Your God is here. Your strength is here. It's already in you. Everything you need is in you. All right? So no more daddy issues. We're going to work on these daddy issues. Well, join us again next time when In Its Will Ministries International presents Midweek Message. Until then, bye.